Whatever comes our way, whatever paths we follow, I will share your pain, your laughter and your sorrow. And free, the winds of fortune gently flow. There is a wonder in the weave, so many forks upon these roads. For a burden that is shared is much easier to bear. We will not fall to despair this darkest day. Whatever comes our way, whatever paths we follow, I will share your pain, your laughter and your sorrow. And should we prove ourselves, lose ourselves, nothing's gonna send us astray. Whatever comes our way, I will be there. Whatever comes our way, I will be there to share your pain. Hearts of shadow, hearts of fire, sharing memory and mind. Our hope is strong in moments dire, through our mysteries entwined. For a gift can be a blight, or a kind word be a slight, in a world of fade and light and disarray. Whatever comes our way, whatever paths we follow, I will share your pain, your laughter and your sorrow. And should we prove ourselves, lose ourselves, nothing's gonna send us astray. Whatever comes our way, I will be there. Whatever comes our way, I will be there to share your pain. To sing a somber song of night, a belted ballad bold and bright face spins. To quell the urge beneath the skin, I'll take the gifts and let it inflict spins. The burden that is shared is much easier to bear. We will not fall to despair this darkest day. Whatever comes our way, whatever paths we follow, I will share your pain, your laughter and your sorrow. And should we prove ourselves, lose ourselves, nothing's gonna send us astray. Whatever comes our way, I will be there. Whatever comes our way, I will be there to share your pain. Whatever comes our way, whatever comes our way.
Hurrah, everybody! Up, what up? Yeah, here we go. Hello, we are live. Hello, everybody. Okay, you gonna chill out, man? You gonna sit there and be chill? Okay, that's it. You're being banished. Yeah, immediately started chomping. He was chill for exactly half a second. Hello. Welcome to the next episode of Aetherpunk Birthright. Gotta get the background music going. So, who would like to give us the recap of what happened last week?
I can. I just took notes, so I'm ready.
Awesome.
This is gonna be very long because there's a lot of information that dropped, so I'm gonna just read verbatim from my notes.
All right.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Lore Master Moo.
Oh no.
Early.
At the library, Gleb asks Clarity about what a druid is, as he's been called that multiple times, to which Clarity tries her best to explain from her past experience with a druid in the party. She also expresses her thanks to Gleb for a past favor that he had done for her and Midrash in the past, as if there's anything that Gleb needs in the future, to feel free to ask her or Midrash, as they both owe him one. And if there was anything else that he was curious about, to which Gleb said that he was going to stick to trying to figure out what a druid is for now, and goes off to find a book to research what a druid is. Clarity looks to find a book about deep dragons to help her acclimate to Dar, to the surface. She finds a book that describes that deep dragons are likely to not exist, but if they were to exist, they ought to be blind, flightless, and much closer to a large cave lizard with next to no intelligence and just considered a large beast, which Clarity grumbles that this is clearly an unreliable source and makes a note to never find this author again because of their for lack of a better term, they suck. That author was named Lador Heliod, an elven scholar and self-proclaimed scholar dragon. Clarity purchases the book to highlight, rewrite, and accurately make edits to his work. There's also the possibility that all elves use the metric system while other races use the imperial system. I will mention that he may have used the metric system to explain the size of dragons wrongly. Jonah shops for bullets. Good job, Jonah. He also walks around and looks for any thieves' cant that he can use to find Thorn. He then looks for an information broker. He wants information about the Circle of Iron, the Five Descendants, and the author Kaihan and Satanta. The Tabaxi broker gives him 2 pieces of information for a hefty price, specifically for the 5 Descendants and the author Kaihan and Satanta. He says the Circle of Iron is looking for the people that are called the 5 Descendants. They are needed in order to free the founder of the Circle of Iron, their founder and patriarch, Fuelin. Satanta is a character of myth and is a tragic tale. His wife and daughter were stolen by an archfey due to a blunder by Satanta. Satanta desperately tries to find a way into the world of the fairies and a weapon that would harm them. He runs into a blacksmith named Kaihan, the Furbolg blacksmith that creates a spear for him. When giving him the spear, Kaihan gives him a new name for him to cast aside his old identity and nature in order to walk the path of vengeance, to which he is now given the name Fuelin. Supposedly, according to myths, during this rampage to free his family, he was blessed by the gods and turned into a demigod himself and became the embodiment of rage. Majash buys a gun! Pew pew! He buys shells for Jonah. What a nice friend. Majash then does what he calls carousing, where he fucks around and finds out with nobles. Madrash makes 6 new contacts. Majash uses the favor to look into information of an important place for the Circle of Iron, to which he finds that there is rumored to be a wandering isle in the King's Lake. There's a saltwater lake that is to the southwest of Edinburgh called the King's Lake. There's rumor of and that island is important for the Circle of Iron. Some sailors have seen it, some others haven't. It seems to appear seemingly at random. Madrash also gets a wonderful deal on the Ring of Spell Storing. Clarity looks for information for the Circle of Iron. And what she finds is they are still looking for the 5 Descendants, but they are also looking for the fragments of Fuelin's spear. Their bases are here to find, as they are usually are hard to find as they're moving around, but there's currently a hideout somewhere in Edinburgh. And they currently have one of the 5 Descendants. Clarity fails her wisdom saving throw. We don't know what that's about. And she goes on her shopping trip for diamonds and charcoal. Gleb continues to research at the library and drags Clarity with him. Gleb asked for information at the lab where he was found at, to which Clarity says that there was a job. The contractor was very private, but claimed that whatever research they were using was stolen from that contractor. The contractor's name was Jald Fabebu, and there was clearly a company or organization related to this, but they were using this man as the face for the contract. They didn't stay too long as they got spooked from whatever happened and didn't take anything from the laboratory. Gleb remembers the location of the laboratory and takes Midrash and Clarity with him to investigate. Not much is being touched, but there is a layer of dust. They find a journal that says Experiment G136 to entail that the experiment was left over from a top-secret project that was given to a few scientists from Roberta Tonics, and they were attempting to test the limits of the failed experiment to see what it can do by injecting it with aether particles along with psionic energy. They have later discovered that at their experiments, the test subject began to gain intelligence, so they decide to experiment further to see what more intelligence it had and to test for pain and other emotions. Roberta Tonic specializes in cheap healing potions and quick medication. Their most popular product is a vending machine where you can purchase potions. They can be cheap and sometimes have unreliable side effects. Gleb asks Clarity and Midrash if they know anything about Roberta Tonics, to which Midrash says that he can pull a favor from a noble to exploit them and get more information, but Gleb says not to worry about it because the Circle of Iron is probably more important, to which Midrash says, nonsense, one's journey to self-discovery is just as important. To which, yes, Clarity says that not to worry because there's always someone out there trying to kill and harm you, and there's always a world-ending calamity in the works. Roberta Tonics, Gleb looks for information from Roberta Tonics, which he finds that Roberta Tonics is a subsidiary where they are a parent company for Stonecraft Medical. They get a lot of the shit jobs for Stonecraft, where if they fuck shit up and put out a bad product, it's their name that goes into the mud, whereas Stonecraft is given their most premium and great products to rise their reputation. Roberta Tonics also has a large R&D suite that is used for a large variety of biological experiments that are unethical and illegal. He also finds that there's a flaw in their vending machines, where if you do one goofy thing, there's a 50% chance that you will receive a free potion. We should try that. And Isabella works. She is very responsible. Billy happily calls the party together to announce that everyone that he has managed to get us access to a cherry dungeon, which is a dungeon that has never been looted and explored before. This is a gold mine of potential magic items and gold. It's very dangerous, but that's the job. To which Midrash makes a bet with Billy, where if the party is able to succeed and explore the whole dungeon and make it back alive, the bet is won. Billy mentions that it's frowned upon to bet for yourself if you are going into the cherry dungeon, but also mentions that he simply just does not give a fuck. And there is a loud bang as a very big, tall individual wearing a cloak sits at the bar. It is revealed to be the troll that has been trying and failing each time to kill Midrash, as he is contracted by a noble to kill Midrash for sleeping with someone he wasn't supposed to. The party proceeds to fight while Clarity and Jonah sit and drink their beverages. The party manages to succeed in making the troll pass out, to which Midrash leaves money at the bar for him to purchase a drink after he wakes up. Afterwards, Dar comes to the bar, and after warming up with the fire, leaves with Clarity. They both leave and get some yummy, tasty sweets and do a bit of shopping, to which Clarity lets Dar know that she will be leaving soon to go to a dungeon, and Dar asks for her to come visit her at her apartment before she heads off, to which Clarity responds in kind. And Dar basically says, "Thank you for a wonderful date," which leaves Clarity confused and puzzled, as to Clarity, a date is trying to gauge interest in a romantic relationship. To which Dar is confused because Dar thinks it's simply just a means to hang out with another individual. They separate after Clarity gives Dar a very nice hair ornament with a mushroom on it, since Dar seems to like mushrooms, and Clarity leaves puzzled on whether she is interested in Dar in a romantic sense. And so the party continues.
Yup.
I'm sorry.
Get 2 hero
I thought
points
it
for
was
all that.
important. I'm sorry.
No, good note taking. Thank you very much.
Well, why are you sorry? You just got 2 hero points, girl. Kick ass.
I will take it.
All right. So, the day comes to an end as you guys all head to your respective abodes after getting the news about the Cherry Dungeon. The following day, you guys, I assume, are going to do a little bit of quick shopping for extra equipment for this dungeon dive.
Yeah.
Like some, not magical, just like mundane shit you need for a dungeon dive. Like rations and rope, 10-foot pole, hireling meat shield to walk into the traps, stuff like that.
The usual.
So, what items would you guys like to procure before getting on the train?
I'll need a few minutes if someone else wants to go.
Yeah, no rush.
God, I'm gonna want something to drink while we're out. So, how much will it cost me to get a personal keg of wine again?
Let's see. Why does that not have a price? Hold on.
There is no D&D thing for this.
No, there was a thing I was using as a reference for it, and I'm trying to find the page.
It
Here
only
we
has
are.
like three full bottles of
I
wine.
think it was.
And
I think you can get like a gallon of wine for like 2 gold.
Okay,
Oh, wait, no.
I
That's
will.
a bottle is. There's a picture. Yeah, we'll just say like a gallon of mediocre wine. Average wine is about 2 gold pieces. And it comes in a wooden barrel for that.
Okay, how much for slightly like not high end, but slightly better?
Slightly better would probably be 5 gold.
All right. I will spend 10 gold and get 2 of those barrels.
You got it.
How much is a saddle?
Saddle. So that depends. What type of a saddle do you want? Because the saddles do different things. So like a pack saddle is for more holding items. There's a riding saddle, which is good for just generic stuff, and then a military saddle is good for mounted combat.
Let's do a pack saddle.
Okay, a pack saddle will cost you 5 gold pieces.
Okay. And can I ride on a pack saddle, or is like?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
just it's designed with extra pockets and stuff
Pockets.
for holding things. So it's not the most comfortable, but it's just like it's designed to where it's like you can have straps for mounting extra bags and stuff, and saddlebags and stuff. That's all. It is made
Okay.
for carrying la things.
Okay, I'm gonna look over saddles and in case I have other stuff to question.
Yep. Anybody else?
one second here.
Clarity's probably going to rummage through her bag to see if there's anything in particular that she's looking for. And then we'll see the peanuts at the bottom of the bag that she bought for Chrissy. And will probably look very sad.
Oh no.
So yeah, we probably need
Trauma.
some. We probably need some snacks of some sort, some rations, some rope. I have rope. Um, Healing potions are always good.
Do we want to Konami code the machine?
Well, after Gleb told us about it, I am very curious to see how that works.
We can give it a try. They're kind of notorious for also being a bit questionable in their quality, according to everything I could find. So
Do we want to see what kind of potions one of these vending machines has to offer? Because I'm kind of curious.
Mm-hmm.
why not? Why not?
All right, 1 second. Do.
You don't think one of the side effects is you lose your dick and you gain an extra snake arm, do you?
I can chance it. I've got 2.
All right. So,
Huh?
the potions that are available in most of the vending machines are as follows: climbing, healing, animal friendship, fire breathing, greater healing, growth, hill giant strength, resistance, and water breathing.
What does Hill Giant Strength give you again?
19, I believe. Or
21
21.
strength. 21 strength.
How much is that one?
1 second. It's uncommon. I need to double check. Uncommon is that. Cut in half. Like 150 gold. Wait, hold on.
For an
Yes.
uncommon?
Yes. They do cheap with potential side effects.
Hill Giant sounds useful, but the rest of them I don't really know about, other than just basic bitch healing.
Yeah, so it's just growth make you bigger, resistance you pick a flavor of damage and you gain resistance to that damage. And I mean there's fire breath, but you've got that as a spell. And then water breathing.
Oh, I don't.
Thought you did.
I did.
Oh, you got rid of that?
Correct.
Womp womp.
Yeah.
How much are the growth?
The potion of growth is about 100 gold pieces. Yeah, 100 gold. Actually, I should really be writing this down.
I kind of want to see if I can scoop up a couple of those.
Well, you are a growing boy. You might as well have something to help you out.
Man, I really hope I'm spelling vending machine right. Oh, it's 2 words. Alright.
Machine.
Alright. Let's see. I think it was... Yeah. Okay, so it was Hill... and... Hill Giant Strength. Cost is 250 GP. And then I said growth. Just so I don't forget this. 100 GP. And I have added it so far to the Aetherpunk cost setting costs. It is at the bottom of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So most of these potions are going to be middle or below average cost for the potions. Usually, on average, they'll be cheaper than if you were to buy them from an actual alchemist. But like I said, there's like a 20% chance that shit goes weird when you drink these.
I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure it's fine. I would, yeah, if I can, I would like to try to buy a couple of potions of growth.
Yeah. And are you wanting to try and get some free potions out of it?
I think we'll do one the normal way, because I don't know if this is gonna like break it or anything like that.
Okay. So one potion of, would you say growth, or was it heal giant strength you wanted?
Growth. I
One
want
potion
big.
of growth. Okay, so that's 100 gold, and then you can attempt for a freebie.
Yes, please. What must I do?
Roll me percentile. Plus
Sleight of hand.
your choice of ability score. So you put
Just
your own spin
like
on it.
any modifier.
So no, not the modifier, the total score, because you're going percentile. So like if you've got a
Oh.
12 in like wisdom, you just add 12 to your roll. Because you're trying to roll high on this one. So
I love that you gave a 12 as a wisdom example to a druid.
look, man, it was the first thing that came to my head.
Hell yeah, real low. Got it.
And what? Oh, plus, yeah. So you attempt to press a few buttons and give a shove to the vending machine, and the attempt to get a free potion, and instead it starts to billow a little bit of smoke, but it looks like it's still functional.
Sure, that's fine.
Prestidigitation?
Am I able to still get one at normal cost out of it, or did it eat my money, or?
Yeah, you can still pay for a regular one if you want.
Okay, yeah, I'll pay for one more.
Okay, what
One
potion are you
more.
wanting to get?
Just another growth.
All right, another growth. You got it.
We've got 2 growth.
Yep.
2 Roberta tonic
That's all.
growth potions of growth, which could involve side effects. We'll see when you drink them. All right. Man, I cannot spell potion today. Let me just move this over here. So I'm just going to keep adding to this list unless anyone else has any other shopping that they are wanting to do.
I have some stuff.
All right, hit me with it.
So, it's all stuff off the adventuring gear table, so I don't know if you want to just keep that all at the same price it's listed for.
It is at the same price it's listed for unless it's something specific. Like if it's one of the more
Alright, well-
expensive items, it might be actually a little bit cheaper.
Okay, because I have 2 that are more expensive. It was a vial of acid and an antitoxin.
Let's see. Vial of acid is gonna be about the same, and antitoxin is about normal price. Like the only things that would be less would be like the spyglass, magnifying glass.
Yeah, like the
Basic
stupidly expensive
poison.
bullshit ones.
No,
Yeah.
the basic poison is still expensive because that's illegal.
All right, so that's 88 gold pieces, 3 silver pieces for a 1. I'm getting 50 feet of rope, a grappling hook, 3 vials, 5 pitons, 5 pieces of chalk, an acid, and an antitoxin.
Sweet.
Additionally, do I know anyone who sells any illicit substances that might be useful to
Yes.
us in there?
You have a
Alright,
contact
fantastic.
within the Thorn.
All right.
So if you want illegal stuff, it's just expensive.
Yeah, I'm basically just going in to see if they have anything that's not insanely expensive, but might be useful to us. Essentially, less expensive than the potion equivalent of what I'm buying. I don't know if they have anything like that, or
You
if it's
would
all
have
just...
to give me more to work with because I do not know what you're trying to find.
I'm trying to find essentially bootleg potions in drug form to see if I can find anything less expensive.
I would say they wouldn't have it bootleg, like. If you're trying to go with the basic stuff and not so much illegal, just wanting it cheaper.
Or just like anything that has like a useful magical effect. More specific, like, dude, is there anything to break like magical effects on someone or
Oh, you already have an
anything
axe
like
for
that?
that.
I don't want to hit someone with our axe.
Well, you can hit them
Break them in.
non-lethal and like to not do damage to have that same effect.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's just like hitting them
But
with
you
the
had to
flat
hit
end
them.
of it, just bonk them on the head. It'll have the same
Okay.
effect.
Would darts do the same thing that he's talking about?
Don't.
Oh no, we don't have to do that. We don't have to do that. Never mind. We're good.
Okay.
Yeah. I was just hoping I knew like a guy with like some weird ass like magical drugs that could be beneficial but have some like guaranteed side effects or something rather than the gambling vending machine.
Not really. Mostly because it's already so cheap that there's not really any reason to have something cheaper.
Okay.
Because like the reason it's cheap is because it's using cheaper products. So if you wanted something that's more reliable, it's just going to cost more.
All right. Cool. All right. That's all I need.
Yeah. Animal friendship. Feel your breath. Is there any other shopping you guys want to do?
How much? It says a lock comes with DC 15. Can I get a better lock for more? And I want to get a scroll case.
I would ideally yes. Let's see. Where's the regular lock?
Regular lock is 10 gold for a DC 15.
I would say. My question is for you: how high of a DC do you want for the lock? Because that'll determine the price.
I was hoping for a range, that way I could kind of cost effect.
So basically,
I guess
for
like
each increase for
20?
the number of a DC 20, I'd say that would cost you at least 250 gold.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
It's a better lock.
And Since I'm getting a really good lock, can I... Gesundheit.
Thank you.
Could I just get a scroll case that would be durable enough to warrant a lock like that?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
You can get a metal scroll
Would that
case.
would that be included in the price, or?
I'd say if you bought the two from the same vendor, it would be at a slightly discounted price versus the two separate.
A scroll case is 1 gold
Okay,
in the book, so I'm just like.
Okay, so a scroll case is usually like wood or leather. So for this one to be made out of metal, plus the lock, I'd say for a good craftsman, 200 gold.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dope. I'm nearly broke.
That's not good.
Yeah. But I needed that.
Well, as long as you got everything you needed. How are you doing on your lockpicks, Jonah?
Well, I still got my set of them.
Do you think you might need more? I don't mind funding if you think we do.
I've never really broken one before, but I guess I could pick up an extra set if you think we're gonna run into anything crazy in there.
There we go.
Well, it's just, you know... I really hate that I'm using Billy's reference, but it's my first time looting a cherry dungeon. I guess my cherry is being popped by popping a cherry dungeon. And
Clarity, please, you're a lady. All right. Yeah, okay.
I don't know what to expect, so I figure it's probably better to think about the loot, think about our safety, since... So maybe some...
Let's get an extra set of lockpicks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That, some healing potions might be nice. Well, extra healing potions might be nice. Do we want to go for the higher quality ones, or do you think we should go for the cheaper ones with the side effect?
This is for healing potions?
Yes.
Can't Gleb make potions?
I believe 1 a day?
I believe it's 1 per hour.
Per hour? Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
I think that's for the really weak minor healing potions, which were like halves.
The 1d4 plus 1.
Okay. I thought it was like normal herbalism kit was like 1 hour for a healing potion.
If I remember correctly, with the healer's kit or the herbalism kit, I think you can make, if you have the resources, like 1 standard healing potion during a long rest, I think.
Oh, I could have sworn it.
If I remember that correctly. I know it's something sort of like that.
Herbalism kit.
Let's see.
Or maybe that's just under crafting a potion.
Variety. Under proficiency.
It is not listed in the player's handbook.
It doesn't tell you. Yeah.
Pulling up Xanthar's.
Yeah, it says that you can make it as like 1 day. I'm looking up Xanathar's herbalism kit. Because it might be the... Here we are.
Herbalism kit.
Oh wait, that's the 2024 rules. That's what I was looking at.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was minor healing potion that can be made during a long rest, which is just the 1d4 plus 1. Because a regular healing potion takes 1 whole workday to make.
Yeah.
That said, on the train ride, you guys aren't going to be working or doing anything,
that's
you're
what
just traveling.
that's what Jenna was about to say. I think it'll give him something to do.
You could, during the train ride, just go, I'm going to make potions, because you got 7 days of train ride.
Oh, we have 7 days. Damn, okay.
Yeah.
Yes, you
that
could
might
make
give
7 standard healing potions, or 1 greater healing potion.
that might give Gleb something to do on the train ride. I can't imagine there'll be much for any of us to do, honestly.
I've got some reading to catch up on, so I'll be perfectly happy. But if you guys want to, get something for yourselves to keep you entertained, maybe a new hobby.
Do you need any help researching anything, or I can put a dent in some books?
I think the only book I really have on me is this one, and I don't know if you read Druidic.
Is it the Kaihara
Yes.
the Tetron? Oh, Rhett, I forgot to tell you. I talked to some friends over the week. And I got some info on some stuff. More specifically, that book of yours, the authors. Well, I got a bunch of things. I don't know if you knew this, but these 5 descendants, the end goal with them is to free the founder, to revive him of the Circle of Iron. This like Fowlin guy, he's like holding like a piece of paper.
Fwalen, yes.
Fwalen, that's a fucking weird name. All right.
Yeah,
but interesting thing, this Satanta, fuck's sake,
Kitty.
Santa Claus.
the S name. He is Fwalen.
Very not.
Did you already know all this shit? His family got stolen, and then by a fairy, and then he got a spear from that guy, and he points at the other name.
The Wolfsbane, yes.
Okay, so I wasted my money. Fantastic.
I'm sorry. You guys seem so unsure about what your plans were for the Circle of Iron. So
do you know the Fwalen guy is a demigod?
Yes.
Oh fuck! All right. Fantastic. He just folds up the piece of paper he got from the thorn, just like puts it away. I never did anything, actually. I never wasted any money.
I'm sorry. I can try to reimburse you.
It's fine. Wasn't too much.
So there was this very talkative goblin that I met while I was busy gathering information, and she had a librarian who does cultural studies into the myths and legends like the Circle of Iron, and they had some information on a what's the word? An island that is there but isn't there, and I believe the King's Cove. God, King's Cove?
Like a moving
King's Cove.
island?
Okay. There are reportings of an island that, whenever they go back to investigate it, isn't there.
Huh.
So
That's
either it moves, or it can submerge itself, maybe? I'm not sure.
I mean, it could be a barge. I don't know if they have any that are big enough to be mistaken for an island, but
A what? What is a barge?
a barge, it's
Yes.
like a big wide ship
Oh.
that's very flat. You can put a lot of stuff on it.
That is some interesting knowledge that I wasn't made aware of. I'm kind of curious about it now.
Well, when
Wow.
we are done with our job, and hopefully done celebrating this job, maybe we can go investigate the possibility of this island, barge, or whatever.
I suppose I'll ask again, since it seems things might have changed, but I want to clarify. What are your intentions with the Circle of Iron?
Mine?
All of yours.
Well, they seem like bad people.
I mean, it's no secret, I think, at this point that I know a little bit about them. And what I do know is that the more knowledge you know about them, the more you go looking, the more dangerous it is for you. All of
Well,
you. So,
considering you seem to have more knowledge than any of us, and I'm not trying to pry, I'm merely making an observation, it behooves me to keep you safe by eliminating a threat to my friend.
I think you might be biting off more than you can chew. I definitely think it wouldn't be a one-man job, but if you guys are wanting to try to put a stop to them, then I don't mind telling you what I know.
Well,
But if you have no intentions of pursuing that road, then for all of your safety, I think it would be best that I keep this knowledge to myself.
would it help you?
I think the answer to that is a little irrelevant, don't you think? You need to be a bit more self-prioritized.
Yes, and as should you. As someone who's telling me not to sacrifice myself while you're sacrificing yourself, I will, call hypocrisy, my friend.
I wouldn't call it hypocrisy. I would call it more... It's my problem to figure out. And I wouldn't
Then I
want
have
to
a
put
question.
anybody else in danger. Yes?
If my life was in danger, when the hitman had come for me, would you have stepped in?
The hitman? The troll?
Yes.
Well, I did see you get hurt, so I sent my pseudo-dragon to prepare for giving you a healing spell. So, yes, I suppose I would have done so.
Then may it be the gods, or not, or some extraplanar entity, or the government itself. Friends help friends. You are a dear person to me, and if it helps you, even in the smallest fraction, yes, I will lay waste to a fucking kingdom if need be, especially if they're evil. Now, if they're good people, we have to find a compromise, but they don't seem like good people, thankfully. So the answer seems pretty straightforward. At least my intention.
I mean, it may be your intention, yes, but it would be selfish of me to get everybody involved for the both of us and our qualms about it. I think it's best if we all agree, or I will refrain for the sake of everybody else's safety.
Midrash looks to the
Although-
party.
I'm on board.
I'm along for the ride. I got nowhere else to be.
And if I
Isabella?
can, if I can speak for Isabella, I think the Circle of Iron is legitimately an existential threat to her.
To most of us, really.
Yeah.
All right. Well, probably not talk about it here, but while we're on the train, I'll tell you guys more. And I suppose my affiliations with them.
I've never pressed for your past, and I will continue to not do so. Talk about what you feel is necessary, and share what you want.
I need to step away from my computer for a second, so feel free to either take a break or continue to roleplay. Your guys' choice.
Okay, guys, let's come up with like a shit ton of D's nuts jokes that we can use on Obo.
Let's burn the system down.
Are there any mind goblins in the area?
Okay, quick,
One or two.
quick. What animals can Gleb turn into that we can make puns about?
No. Unbearable.
Hmm.
The easiest one, it really is.
It is. Alright, let's see.
Do we have a crowbar? Does anybody have a crowbar?
I have a crowbar.
Okay, good.
If you can think of pretty much anything on the adventuring gear list, I have like at least one of them. Beyond like the really expensive stuff. I don't have any poison, I don't have any alchemist fire or holy water. But
Do you think
for the most
we would
part.
need... I mean, I suppose we have explosives just naturally.
I have acid.
We have we have a... Actually, no, we don't have a scroll of remove curse anymore.
We do, don't we? We commissioned another one. And then
We did, but
ended
then
up
we
not
used it on
using
Isabella.
Did we? Oh.
Ducks.
That damn duck.
The duck.
Oh, right. We did. Yeah, I don't have anything. I have a glyph of warding, which I guess is an explosive. Because
Okay.
it can explode. And I have a non-detection scroll. I have potion of growth and hill giant strength. I also have a scroll of locate object.
Let's see.
Yeah, I want to pick
And
up a bunch of
dust of
healing
disgrace.
materials, healing potion materials, and then like, I kind of worry about people coming in after us, so like, I kind of just want a fuckload of caltrops and ball bearings to place behind us.
I have
Also-
caltrops and barbarians.
I kind of just want a lot
The
of them.
the glyph of warning sounds like a very fun thing to put at the beginning of the dungeon.
Why?
Yeah.
We just leave it behind for the next person. Just like,
Well, if anybody tries to come up behind us, I think is the thinking.
There
Hmm,
there
I
is an
was-
explosion for anyone who doesn't say Billy sent us.
I was just gonna turn it into a grenade.
I think there would
If
definitely
at worst
be
come
better.
worst.
All
Right.
right, I'm back.
Because I can like put it on a rock and then set the thing for when it makes a hard impact, and I just throw it at the ground near something. And it blows up.
The
Hey,
room can only move
guys.
10 feet, right?
Yeah, you can't pick it up and move it, sadly.
Oh, that's fuck. Wait, can't you?
Yeah, level wording.
Because you can like
kinda
put it
sucks
in. You
that
can
way.
like put it in a book, right, and then close the book.
Yeah, but if the book
Move it.
moves from its location too far, it just pops.
Oh, that's cringe.
Yeah, it's kind of suck that way. Anywho, so is there any other items you guys would like to purchase, or are we ready to head to the train station?
Do we want that scroll? I guess one of you guys can actually just make the scroll, right?
We don't have
I
remove
don't
curse.
have the
None of you have
spell.
remove curse. Okay. I certainly do not. So
I would like 1,000 gold worth of healing potion materials, if I can.
All
you
right,
just cleaned out the entire city.
If I can, if that's a thing.
let's see. So 1,000
Can you
gold
give this-
worth.
I was just gonna say, can you give this motherfucker a deal, like a discount for buying the fucking Costco order? Like, good
Yeah,
lord.
Hold on.
do I
just
know
need to
a
figure out How
wholesaler?
much this is gonna get you?
I mean, it'd
1,000.
be essentially 2,000 gold worth of healing potions. So,
Which is 80?
like
so that's
2
enough
superior
to
healing
make,
potions.
So that's enough to make 40 healing potions.
If
Yeah.
was to do it all as just those.
Yeah. So I'm gonna say
Can we
because
carry
you're
that
spending
much?
1,000, we're gonna give you plus an additional 10, so you get 10 standard healing potions worth of ingredients. I mean 50 standard healing potions worth of ingredients.
Dope.
And should you decide to make bigger potions, it will obviously consume more of it.
So,
Okay.
50 healing potions, 50. So 1,250 gold worth of healing materials, essentially.
Yeah, basically.
Okay.
Jesus. Yeah, you just go from one herbalist shop to the next, going, I want that and everything of that you have in the back, and then to the next one, and then I want all of that, and then next one, I want all of that.
You
Wait,
buy
wouldn't
out
it
5
be-
fucking shops.
Oh wait, no, it would be. Yeah. So how are we going to carry all that? I imagine that's like an obscene amount.
I have a bag of holding.
I also have a bag of holding.
Okay, yeah.
I have a horse.
I was gonna say if we can't carry it, I mean Jonah lives in an attic and has like 5 possessions. You could just shove crates of it up there.
You live in an attic?
Yeah, he took you guys up there before. It's like an old couple and he rents their attic.
Oh my god. Okay.
Yeah.
He has like a bed, a box.
That was Sam.
to put his
That was
stuff in.
Sam.
There's a bed, a box, a table, a chair, and an end table.
Oh,
That's it.
no baby.
My
And
man's a
second pair of shoes.
minimalist.
Second
He's
pair of
doing
shoes,
what
he's
it
got
for
his
him.
casual shoes and his work shoes. The
They're
casual
the
shoes
exact
are-
same.
The casual shoes are just the same, but less used because they only get used like once a month.
There's backup shoes for when the soles of these ones inevitably like come off. So he doesn't have to walk in them to buy new ones.
All right. So, all pre-dungeon dive purchasing complete.
I think the party has decided that we want to look into a scroll of remove curse.
Okay, so scroll of remove curse.
Past curse arc that way.
Uncommon item.
See.
We are all traumatized.
Yeah.
It just keeps happening.
Okay, so spell scroll. what spell level is the scroll?
Third.
Third. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's third, which means it should be an uncommon item. Yes. The spell scroll.
Sorry, I got distracted. Because your cat's a dumb bitch. Hold on.
He is a dumb bitch. I need to.
I
I'm trying to
think
figure out for
Zoom
spell
said
scrolls
common.
what rarity.
No, it's uncommon.
It's uncommon.
Oh, it's uncommon. Okay.
Perfect.
Yeah.
To get the price. Uncommon.
Will uncommon
It's-
get you up to third or fourth?
Third.
Okay. So that is going to be 250 gold.
Hmm. While Clarity's going to get this commission done, I'll pay 50 gold on that though, by the way.
Oh no, this isn't commission. This is just to buy the scroll from a shop.
I see. I'd like
Okay,
to.
well,
You guys are in the main
whoever-
city. You can just buy it.
I dropped 50 gold on the scroll.
Okay.
We still need 200.
Yes. Understood.
Hey Gleb, I have a question for you.
What's up?
Could so I have this new fancy ring and it lets me take spells and put them inside of it. And I would like your assistance, a spell from you, if I may. I'm looking for a second level spell that basically heats up a piece of metal red hot. Do you happen to have that prepared today? Ready? If not, then we'll have time on the train. But my idea is that I can, instead of targeting one creature, or I could target two, or weapons, something like that. And or if we find something that is particularly terrifying, I could cast that, make it last last twice as long, and we could just leave and let it cook.
Cooking book. I love that technique.
Cook and book metamagic extended spell for double the duration. 2 minutes of cooking.
I don't think that's going to be super necessary because a standard cooking book does a ridiculous amount of damage. But I like your gutsy, your moxie about that.
My chutzpah.
Yeah.
Look, it's in case you throw a pocket Tarask at us. But
I did put him through an ordeal yesterday, so
No.
Oh
either
God.
either that or maybe the ability to hold a person. But I feel like the fire may be more effective. Burp.
Yeah, I can see about that, maybe.
If you have any suggestions, by all means. I just know that between you, myself, and Clarity, we have a wide array of different spells we can cast. And with this, and I hold up the Ring of Spell Storing, we can share them, and I can utilize them. And since I can... Like, Madrash actually gets uncharacteristically quiet and like kind of leans forward. Since I can kind of break the rules of magic, it seems like a very good idea.
Breaking rules usually a good idea.
I mean, it has only benefited us. It's break is a strong word. Change is more the true word, but once again, it's just
Okay.
So, I might head to the library really quick. Pick up some reading material.
I do like help and finding some books?
Sure.
Clarity can show him which book she's already fucking read.
No, he's not reading that stuff. He's getting his own things.
I know. I was just poking Mumu because it's funny.
Like, did you know this? Yes. Actually, I read the book before. Oh, thanks.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, that's
Clarity had a reason.
No, absolutely.
Okay, what are you looking to get from the library?
I'd like to find whatever books I can on a couple of topics. You can tell me if I find anything on them, but like folk tales / fables, scholarly articles that are connected to that, or any books or scholarly articles on symbolism or glyphs and stuff that are related to death.
Okay, so you're able to find 2 of the books. There's the one on death, and then there's the first one about myths. The one about myths is it is written by the Brothers Dim, and it's folk tales and fairy tales from across the countries.
I'm really trusting the Brothers Dim here. That's all right. 1 second.
Oh boy, I fucking hate you. Coke came out of my nose.
Good. Let it burn.
Is that Brothers Dim with 2 M's?
No, with 2
Yes,
eyes.
please. Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's Brothers Deem.
And what was the book's name? Folk.
It's folk tales and folk tales and stories by the Brothers Dim.
Okay. I hope they're halflings.
That would have been pretty good, yeah.
No, wait, if they're kobolds, that'd be even better.
Okay, and the one of on like death symbology.
So it covers a large variety of stuff. It's not just what you want. There's like 2 chapters of what you were specifically talking about, but it's mostly about like, there are a variety of different cultures and how they symbolize death, how they do rituals for the dead and stuff like that. And then there's a few other sections on like the science of what happens to a body after it dies, and it's a very wide spectrum of stuff, but it's not very deep in any of the subjects.
Does it have a title, or is it just like Book of Death kind of thing? On death by insert scholar name.
It is
A mortuary's assistant.
I see.
God damn it. No,
Look,
this
I pull up
one.
10 years
This
ago.
one would be. I just want to call it, say, "At Death's Door" by some sort of scientific college. I can't think of a name for one.
I mean, the Church of Mordeus would probably actually be really glad to share that
But
research.
this isn't a religious text. This is a scientific text.
I said what I said.
The Mordeus Institute. It's a church-funded university that.
Oh boy, where you can where you can get your degree in clergy as a clergyman, or in.
Exactly. It's like a Christian college. But
Oh, Fred, you made that too real. Stop.
Man, I have a love-hate
We're playing
relationship with
fantasy.
Christian colleges, because at one side it's like, that's a neat idea, and on the other end, seems kind of pointless, because if you just read the Bible, pretty sure you don't need to pay them money to do that. But that's just me.
So is it the Morday Institute?
Sure, why not?
Okay.
All right.
So, for those 2 books, you have 3 weeks to return them before you have overdraft fees.
Can I pay like upfront for 1 week?
Fine.
I don't know if they. I feel like he's such a goody two shoes. He's like, I'm probably gonna have it for an extra week. I should pay.
If you
I should
want
give them
to
some
pay for every week it is late, it is like a silver piece.
Okay, I'll give them a silver piece.
I would also, if possible, like to return the unicorn's tear.
Have you finished reading it?
I read a bit of it. I read enough of it to get the gist of it. However, I was reading it as a substitute for a bedtime story for a little girl. So I did have to
Censor a bunch.
mute some
There was like
some of
2
the
chapters
topics.
in the middle that had to be just completely skipped. But you've learned something that may or may not be scientific, that if a unicorn were to deflower a maiden, they're still considered pure.
Oh God.
Unicorns are gross.
Why are they gross?
Because it's a sentient horse that likes
And they're
pure
horny.
maidens to do things with them. Also, fun fact, supposedly a unicorn was the only thing that could kill a
lion.
a lion, according to Anglo-Saxon myth, which is why which is funny because the national animal for Great Britain was the lion, and so Scotland picked their national animal as the unicorn. As a fuck you.
Well, that is
They
a
also
very
picked
insightful-
thistle as their national plant. And
Yeah, their national flower is the thistle because the English were fucking stupid about it. It was hilarious.
because the English have a rose and thistle like fuck up rose beds.
Well, it's that too, but I don't want to go into a tangent about why the thistle is their national flower because it's a funny story.
I appreciate the pettiness of Scotland now.
Oh yeah, Scotland is super petty. Like most of their shit is just like, "Hey England, fuck you," and that's most of Scotland's whole shtick, and I love it. It's so great. So, is everyone's shopping and book borrowing from the library all done and ready for adventure?
Yes, I am happy with my
Sorry.
book of horrifying German fairy tales.
We are done with that,
Yeah.
but there is one more thing that Clarity would like to do.
Is it buying a gun?
Yes. Join the gun club.
No.
I will turn you all into Texans. You will all own a gun.
No, I find the guns not very appealing. They are loud. I feel like even though they do more damage, they're also a bit of a double-edged sword because they alert nearby critters back to us.
Not to mention,
we already-
Eldritch Blast is basically magic gun.
Get a gun that shoot. Get a wand of the War Mage that's shaped like a gun.
Tell you what, though,
Shoot
the
your
next time I
fucking
do
gun.
an Eldritch Blast, I'll point out my pointer finger and my thumb up.
Pew pew.
Make sure to go pew.
All right. So what
Eldritch pew.
is Clarity going to be doing? Last thing before train.
Clarity is going to take out the slip of paper that she received from Dar and go visit her home, as
Okay.
promised.
Oh.
So, going to Dar's home, it's a... I'm trying to think of the word, and it eludes me. It is the poorer section of the Undercity in a very cramped apartment complex, where her home is. Knocking on the door, she opens it for you with a smile on her face and soot, stains, and dirt covering her body, as it seems that she was in the middle of cleaning. Oh, you actually came by. Please come in.
Sure, thank you. I apologize for not, warning you in advance. Would you need help with anything? Or would you like help? I don't mind.
Everything's fine. I was just making sure that the fireplace doesn't work anymore.
It does not work.
Well, it was, but now it's not.
Okay.
It's
I don't...
It's cold and holds moisture surprisingly well, as she excitedly hurries you over to it and opening the little wrought iron door to the fireplace. As you see, there's a few logs that are seeded with mushrooms.
You managed to figure out a way to create mushrooms in the surface.
Yes.
That's amazing.
All I needed was somewhere dark and wet, and this fireplace surprisingly works for that. So long as I don't let it heat up, which after some concussive maintenance I have achieved. There is a hammer that is nearby a pile of scrap metal.
Okay. That's awesome. I'm happy to hear that you were able to do that. But aren't you cold?
No. I lived deep underground where it's always cold and damp. So being up here, it's rather warm.
Okay. I'm happy to hear that you're at least acclimating pretty well to the warmth of the surface.
Yes.
Here, let's get you cleaned up a bit. You've got a little
I'm
gonna cast...
going to go to the bathhouse later, after I had finished rearranging things.
Oh, okay. No worries. That sounds great. Are you sure there's nothing I...
Would you like to come and join me? I hear that they have a 2-for-1 sale this week.
A bath. You know, I would love to go join the bath with you. It would be nice to at least be nice and clean before I head off towards, I think we're thinking maybe a few weeks to the dungeon.
I see. Then this would be a welcome gift for a send-off, correct?
I think it would be a very lovely gift for a send-off, yes.
Then I shall pay for it.
Oh, I would appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Let me finish up here first, and then we can go. As she
Okay.
is going to throw in a few extra chunks of mushrooms and a few more logs into the fireplace. And then kind of covering her face so you don't see, as she is going to just start blowing spores onto the mushrooms before closing the door. There. A little extra for helping its growth.
Mhm.
And then she
Well.
goes and grabs a bag of toiletries.
Oh no, I'm not prepared for. Do you think they would have materials for bathing at the location?
I'm sure they do, but I'm doing this since I don't have a bath here.
That makes
Two
sense.
birds with one stone, as someone said. Although I still haven't seen a bird yet.
Well, I'm not sure if Gleb can turn. Well, I mean, mm,
You can turn into an ostrich.
okay. I'm going to take out my familiar.
Uh-huh.
Actually, no, I don't even need to do that. I would like to create a minor illusion.
Mm-hmm.
I would try to create with that a bird.
Uh-huh.
So that way she would be able to see what a bird looks like.
Is there any specific bird you would like to create or no?
I would say in the past there probably was an occasion or two where I would turn my little one into a crow or some sort of bird.
Okay.
So I would probably try to make make it look like that.
Okay. So, conjuring the illusion of a crow, Dar looks at it. Huh. I thought they'd be hairier. But no. They have feathers. Interesting. It's almost like a hook horror, only cuter.
I don't know what a hook horror is, but that sounds terrifying.
It looks similar to that, but most of the feathers have fallen off, and instead of wings, it has scythe-like claws. And usually stands twice as tall as a man.
Well, as a precaution to you, there may or may not be a chance where my little one takes on a form similar to this. You see, he's able to change his shape and forms to many different creatures, so long as I have the materials to. So,
Well,
be
obviously it
careful.
can. It's a
Uh-oh.
dragon. Dragons can change their shape. That's common knowledge.
He is a pseudo dragon, but he is also my familiar. You see, I made a deal with a being of higher power, and he bestowed him to me as a gift. And because of that, I'm able to change and manipulate his form to better suit whatever I need at will. Of course, he prefers this form. It's what makes him feel the most comfortable, so I try not to change him too often. However,
Yes, I remember him saying one time you had need of him to be a octopus, and the lack of bones was confusing.
Yeah, we needed to find an object underwater, and octopi are able to breathe underwater. Pretty cool.
Yes. I also think it would be confusing to have bones and then not have bones. Well then,
Sorry, my dad came in.
you're fine. Shall we head to the bathhouse before it
Sure.
gets too crowded?
Sure. Sounds great.
Okay. So Dar leading the way takes you to a bathhouse that currently for the week has going on a 2-for-1 special. Because it seems like while it seems to be functional, it seems that it's slowly been losing customers, and so they're a little desperate at the moment. Dar pays for the largest bathtub that they have available, which is almost the size of like a swimming pool. Like we're talking like bigger than Spirited Away style bathrooms.
Oh my god! Those are
Which Dar then has filled with a variety of different floral scents and steaming hot water. And then once, the bath is prepared, she disrobes and slides into the water beneath the surface for a good while before surfacing in her dragon form.
I'm happy. Has this place been able, I'm happy no one's walked in on you.
Yes.
You ever worry about that?
Courtesy is paid for here. Also, the locks on the door are fairly sturdy.
Well, that's great. Just be careful.
Yes.
There could be people like Jonah that are able to break locks pretty easily.
If someone were to break in and see me like this, I doubt they would survive long.
That's fair. No one should interrupt a lady's bath.
Indeed. She's then going to take a scrubby brush with her tail and just start working the dirty spots between her scales, getting out debris and whatever else has accumulated.
I probably would also get ready for my bath, and I would probably disrobe with a towel over myself.
Yeah, that's fair. The con of
And,
being a
go
dragon,
into-
towels aren't big enough to cover private bits. The plus of
Yeah.
being a dragon, private bits are internal and cannot be seen.
And then, the bath is so lovely and warm.
Indeed.
And I would probably have the pseudo dragon come out to go to play in the water if he so desired.
The pseudo dragon attempts to swim in the water. It does not go very well, so he just decides to float there.
It's okay, bud. You can just stay floating around. It's warm. It's comfy.
Yeah. Due to the swirling water from Dar scrubbing and other hygiene, there's a slight whirlpool that's kind of started, and the pseudo dragon gets caught in it and just kind of lazily starts spinning in circles.
Oh no.
It's not very fast, but he's just like, I can't stop this, so I guess I'll just exist here. Wee.
Would you like help cleaning yourself at all? I believe it's of the proper custom for if you're bathing with someone, the least you can do is help scrub their back.
I would appreciate the assistance.
Okay. I will cast. Let me double check this spell. I would like to cast Mage Hand.
Okay.
And I will help her scrub herself.
Yep. Scrubbing the visibly dirty areas, you are dislodging a good amount of dirt, moss, and the occasional clump of mushrooms. And various other things that kind of get a slight gag forming in the back of your throat, and just kind of a what is that? Scrub that out. And as you are cleaning her scales, there is a she gives like a nice long cat-like stretch before the equivalent of purring that a dragon would give. As she is definitely enjoying the pampering. After a bit, you finish cleaning her, and then she turns her head to you. Would you like me to reciprocate and clean your back?
No, it's all right. I don't mind doing that myself.
Are you sure? Your arms are short and not able to reach everywhere.
Oh, no worries. I'm also I have that spell I used on you to help reach the very top of your back. I'm able to actually use on myself.
I see.
But I appreciate the sentiment.
I understand.
Mm-hmm. But what lovely scales you have. They're so shiny. What do you
Thank
usually do to upkeep them?
I like to roll in very fine mud. The grittiness of the mud helps polish the scales and also deters parasites.
I didn't know that.
Yes, it's difficult for a parasite to stay attached when it's being smothered and beaten by clumps of mud and dirt.
Do you like doing things like this? I'm sure there are, if you enjoy being pampered, I believe there are locations where other people would willingly pamper you. Of course, it will cost some profit, but...
The small problem is, I don't believe I can show my true form there.
No,
This,
but
so far, is the only place that I can do that in private.
I'll be honest, I haven't really gone myself either. So I can't really say what they do there. I just know that it's a proper place. But if you're willing to go with me in your human form, maybe I can learn how they do it, and then I can help treat you in your dragon form.
Perhaps once you return from your dungeon dive.
Right. Also, I wanted to ask, because of course I'm not too sure of your species, and I'm not sure what you would enjoy, but it's also common courtesy to when a friend is able to purchase a new home, to get them what is called a housewarming gift. I'm not sure if there's anything in particular that you feel like you need in your home, such as cooking utensils or decorations. But if there's anything in particular you would like, feel free to let me know, and on my way back I can try to pick you up something. I didn't think about it before, but...
I will keep that in mind. But at the moment, I have everything that I need.
Mm. Ah. Oh, and you, little one, we should probably bathe you too. I kind of have
The pseudo
a
dragon
glint.
looks to you in panic and attempts to swim away. It is
Oh
not very
no,
successful.
buddy. We are going to this dungeon clean.
The pseudo dragon flails and fights back, much like a cat not wanting to be bathed. But after a handful of minutes of scrubbing and reprimanding, the pseudo dragon is squeaky clean and sparkly, but also very grumpy.
I'm sorry, buddy. I'll get you a treat after. To make up for it. And, I would probably, clean myself as well.
Mm-hmm.
And, promptly get dressed.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Not too long after everyone is done bathing, your allotted time in the room is up before you guys wrap yourselves in your towels and head to the dressing room. As you're leaving, you hear one of the two members of the staff that are to clean the bathtub after you guys leave. What the fuck were they dirty with it? This place is a mess. And Dar just kind of looks at you with a smile. The best part is I don't have to clean it up afterwards.
That is definitely a boon of coming to the bathhouse.
Yep. And you guys finish getting dressed and dried off and dressed, and leaving the bathhouse, Dar gives you a awkward hug as you depart. Awkward in the sense of this is what humans do with their friends, right? Right, we're friends. I know how to hug. I have limbs for that. I've seen humans do this. It's like this, and then you pat their back, and then you leave.
I will do my best out there and make sure I get back to the city as promptly as possible.
I look forward to your return.
Alrighty. Well, stay safe out here.
As you too.
And I will leave
Okay.
to go back to my party.
All right. One final check. We ready for the train?
We.
Yay!
When you start dating the dragon, you can call her Darling.
On.
I appreciate
I have an urge to name the apartment complex the Franks.
Great.
Oh no!
Apartment 02.
This is when we find out it's a love hotel.
Oh man, that'd be funny.
In the Franks would be a really funny ass like love hotel name. I love it.
I mean, I don't know if you know the.
I've seen the show.
Okay.
I have not. I've only seen the memes, and I know the general plot of the show, which, in all honesty, is kind of right up my alley with where it's just like, oh yeah, it's just like a big metaphor for a bunch of kids finding out what sex is. And it's like, you know what? That sounds interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I'm a huge sucker for mecha anime.
You'll like it.
I guess I'll put it on my watch list.
Can't
So,
wait for you to see the ending.
I've been spoiled on the ending. I've seen what happens. I don't know dialogue what happens. I've just visually seen it. And all I can say is, huh? The fuck?
Yeah.
Like, I have no
Yeah.
context, and it just goes full Evangelion. And I'm just like, I don't know what's going on. Anywho, so, waiting for you guys at the train station is Billy. He's got your guys' tickets, and he hands you guys a map. Which is the map that you guys have in the world info.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
He points onto the map, which is to the west of Whale Shore, is a tower that's within the forest there, and that is the general location of where the dungeon is. The map is not exactly perfect. It's a handmade map, and the measurements may be wrong, but it's enough to get you in the guys in the right direction. From there, you guys are each given your boarding tickets for first class all the way to Whale Shore. I ain't gonna be giving you guys any return tickets because none of us know how long it's gonna take for you to come back, and it's kind of a you order it, the ticket, and it's the day that the date that you order it. So it'll just be cheaper to reimburse you when you guys get back.
Understood.
Yeah.
Sounds
So don't
good.
worry about train ticket on the way for the train ride back. Just keep a receipt and I'll pay you back for that.
Fantastic.
So aside from that, all I can do is wish you guys luck.
Thank you so very much. We look forward to giving you good news when we return. Also, Billy, look, I have my own rifle now.
Dear
Very exciting.
gods, that thing is big. Oh, wait, no, it's just the stock that's huge. And a fucking huge trigger.
I
You
had
got-
to ask them to make this for me,
Yeah.
and I just like I basically unscrew a really big bolt and pull it off, and it's basically just an extension that goes on it. This is just a comfortable grip for myself, really.
Yeah, it does make sense. You got big hands, so a regular sized gun would just be comical and uncomfortable.
Correct.
You should have seen him try and shoot mine.
I had to hold the pistol with 2 fingers and pull the trigger with my other hand.
Yeah, that wouldn't really make for a very effective tool.
Correct.
Well, in any case, I'm proud to say that you're part of the gun club now, but just use that thing responsibly. And, don't let any kids get a hold of it.
No, absolutely not.
That said, good luck, and let's go make a fuck ton of money.
Wonderful.
And so with that, you guys board the bullet train, get your tickets stamped, and hop on board. Which is where I will show you guys the train.
Go.
Because I got a fancy new map for the train.
Hell
Oh
yeah.
no, guys, he has a map for the train.
Oh.
No, combat on the train. Combat on the train.
Even has parts of it
Guys.
blacked out.
Well, yeah, that's the spots you can't go to. So, for this train...
I can't go to. That's an assumption, brother.
That I was like, that was a fucking statement. And then
Yeah, because
Obo knows he's
that's
gonna get
the-
challenged.
That's the engine room and the engineer's room plus, like, the coal... Like, the equivalent of, like, the coal car. It's stuff that's just for the staff, not you guys.
Still bold.
Yes. So, on this train, the first car that you guys go to is the bar, and connected to it is the dining car. So you guys could either eat directly at the bar or order and take it to the dining train. So we have
Is this like
the bar, the dining train. Past the dining train over on the upper side is the game car. So in there you can play various different card games or other board games, just, general entertainment. Then you guys have your sitting room lounges for your cabins, and behind that is the sleeping cars, and then behind that is the main bathroom, washroom, and storage.
Interesting.
Yeah.
This is a very good map.
Thank you. I found it on the internet. I don't remember who made it. I see it on there, but I can't read it without.
Yeah, I was like,
my
there's a
head.
Patreon.com.
Yeah. But it's a very nice map, and I would like to thank the artist for making it. Thank you, Mr. Artist. Very pretty art. So.
Thank you, Tramso.
it's Dr. Mapso?
Whenever this does get posted to YouTube, do make sure that you add that to the YouTube.
Yeah.
So. Is there anything you guys would like to do on the train, or are we going to start traveling montage?
Get a drink.
I would elbow Midrash and say, make sure you listen to Billy's advice and not give the gun to any children. Specifically, I'm talking about Gleb.
Gleb can handle a gun. You can borrow mine.
No!
Gleb, can you hold this for a second?
We are not giving Gleb any gun
Gleb.
whatsoever.
Gleb, what's your strength?
I trust... Respectfully, I trust Gleb with a gun more than I trust myself with a gun.
Then why do you have a gun?
Bonding.
So Gleb, what's your strength score?
And also, I
big
trust
fat
myself.
11.
A flat 11.
Trust myself a lot.
You buckle under the weight of the rifle that is kind of dropped on you in your arms.
Oh shit! Sorry.
It's a fairly large, hefty rifle. It's not comically heavy, but it's just like from 0 to like 20 pounds of rifle in your arm. It's just like, ow.
I'm so sorry, Gleb. I apologize. I was merely trying to demonstrate how much I trust you as an individual, and bad joke, I guess.
Here, mom, I'll like
No!
cowboy spinning on my finger.
You're not
Hand it to
You're
him.
not getting it. We shouldn't even be brandishing weapons inside of the vehicles.
It's not loaded.
Thankfully, my rifle is not. The cartridge is not in the rifle.
It could scare the fellow patrons of the vehicle.
Do any of them care what we're doing?
So, at the moment, the young man at the bar is currently stuffing his face with a variety of chicken. So he's got like some chicken legs, some wings, and some breast, along with a handful of like potatoes and other greens. He is just like ravenously eating. The elderly woman at the bar is just kind of giving him a sickly eye while sipping what it looks to be a fairly expensive drink. And the elderly lady who is sitting down at the far end of the bar is just kind of minding her own business, not really paying much attention to you guys. The bartender, on the other hand, is looking at you guys with the weapons and just kind of like, ah, great. Hillbillies.
They're fine.
Right.
I'll put away my gun. I'll walk up to the bar.
I'll re-shoulder my rifle.
Yeah, go get a drink and keep as far away from Gleb.
Gleb, I'll teach you how to shoot later.
Gleb, do not listen to him.
I think I'm okay.
You're your own man. You can make your decisions.
I think I'm okay. Not really my thing.
I'll walk up.
Understandable.
I'll do my signature move. I walk up with my flask, which is empty at the moment. I put it in front of him. I say, "Surprise me."
Understood. The bartender gets a shaker, starts to pour various unlabeled beverages into it, gives it a couple shakes, a toss, before pouring it into your flask.
Attentively take a drink of it and be like, "What kind of tutti frutti shit is this?"
This is, for the most part, just what is it? I guess it's the equivalent of like a rum and coke,
Okay.
except for it's just not carbonated.
Okay, he's fine with that. I thought he was thinking it was like some like overly sweetened, like
No.
fruit flavored.
If anything,
yeah.
it's like the main ingredient is the rum, and then he puts in some of like the. I don't know what ingredients are in like an old soda, because I know that like soda pop has been around for actually a while before it was carbonated. So it's like a few like fruit extracts and like sugary liquid of some sort, and then just kind of shaking it so it just mixes nicely, and it's got a hint of cherry to it.
Good job. You're good at that.
It's my job.
I'll just like, I guess, put away my flask and let other people do what they may.
Wait, was this the right music I wanted to play, or was it this one? Nope, not this one. It was this one. I went and got music today for this, but I don't remember which one it was.
Is Gleb actually a child? Like, I guess I should ask. Like, or does he look like a full-grown adult?
Sure, he looks like an adult.
I look like an adult. Was it halfling or gnome? I can't remember.
You were halfling.
I thought it was half elf. Oh.
Halfling. That's what it was. I mean, I look like an adult halfling, whatever that looks like.
The size of a child.
Basically.
Physically, maybe a little over 3 feet, close to 4 feet tall. Which means that gun is comically big for him. Oh my god.
Oh, actually, yeah.
That'd be like a little bit larger than just a regular anti-tank rifle being handed to a fucking like 12-year-old. Oh no.
with a comically large stock to it as well.
Yeah. So, you guys are free to either interact with NPCs on the train, or we can hit the fast forward button. Your guys' choice.
Did those two go off to the bar?
I got my drink and I went to like the dining cabin. I just kind of like went into a booth and started reading my books.
I assumed we boarded from the bar room and that we were going to decide where we were going.
Yeah, that's kind of like the only entrance on this train map. So ideally, that's where you guys enter from. But then you guys can like drop your stuff off at your respective cabins, or whatever.
I don't.
Sorry about that.
Personally,
The horse neighs sometimes in the distance.
The horse.
Yes,
My
that it
kind
does.
of soundtrack.
There wasn't very good train audio, unfortunately.
No,
All
I
could
like
find
it.
is the West.
I guess I'm going to approach the barman and do I recognize any of the better liquors on his shelf?
There's a few name brands that you recognize in a
Okay.
variety of different styles of alcohol. A majority of what they have on display are hard liquors and stuff to mix them with.
Okay. Then I will just excuse me, barkeep. What do you have in the way of food that goes along with your selection of beverages?
We've got a healthy supply of chicken, pork, and a handful of salted fish.
Ooh. I will do pork and a double of that whiskey, and I'll point to like one of the higher shelf whiskeys.
You got it. As
Thank you.
he begins to prepare your food, once it starts to cook, he'll start to mix your drink, hand that to you, and then hand you the plate of prepared food.
Wonderful. I'll look to the young man and be like, ravenous for that food, aren't you?
Between mouthfuls of food. Mm-hmm. Best part about being on this train, I can eat just about as much as I want after I pay for a ticket. And the barkeep, within reason.
They'll definitely keep you full and comfortable.
Mm-hmm. Well, hopefully I won't have to deal with this hunger much long.
Oh? Been fasting, I take it?
Not exactly, just really hungry. You notice that as he's eating, as he just shoved like a chicken wing in his mouth and took a bite, he's bit through the bone and is chewing that up too.
I guess, like, as I'm talking to him, I want to keep an eye out for anything else that would be interesting and or noteworthy like this.
So roll me a... Are you looking like for interesting within the people?
Specifically this young man. I was gonna keep talking to him, and I just wanted to let you know that, like, anything else that he does that would stick out, I would like to try and pay attention for specifically.
Okay. Then roll me a perception check.
Perception. I got a +2. That'll be an 18.
So it looks like while he is eating, it doesn't seem like he seems to care on the taste or how hot the food is. Like when he gets like a fresh plate, normally you would want to let it sit a bit to cool off, but he just goes right into eating it and seems less on eating for satisfaction, but just like a carnal hunger that needs to be satiated.
Understandable.
Not carnal, feral hunger. There we go. That's the word I was looking for. Carnal is
Yes.
different.
Strong feelings of hunger is what I took it as.
Yeah.
It's curious. You see, you're eating as though I hadn't eaten all day. I'm starting to feel a bit full just looking at you. Are you all right, young man?
No. He lets out a obnoxiously loud belch, and the elder lady with the fancy drink just looks away and just leaves the room in disgust. Heading into the dining cart.
Okay.
No. A couple months ago, while I was on an excavation at some ruins, found an idol to some fancy fangled god or deity of some sort. And ever since I touched it, I've just never been able to get rid of this hunger. So I'm heading to Whale Shore because I heard that there were. Oh God! As he takes another large bite of meat and a fairly hefty gulp of cheap ale. Ugh. I hear there's some healers down there that might be able to help me with this affliction. So I got as much as I could, and here I am, heading south.
Interesting. Would I know anything about what is the symptoms he's describing? I can it's pretty clear to take in that it seems like a curse. I'm just like, what kind of curse would make you so ravenously hungry? Maybe other side effects you may not be aware of. Maybe if this is tied to a certain deity's domain, like the Knoll god. You know, Knolls are known for insatiable hunger, or something like that.
I would say roll me religion.
Okay. Oh shit. Religion. I'm proficient in that. 22.
22. So there's two deities or like demigods or godlike entities that would fit this description. There is the god of the Knolls, who is, just constantly hungry. But there's also like one associated with hill giants that has a similar kind of effect. So it was probably an idol to one of those two. And since this guy's human, the effect is not pleasant.
Okay. What can you tell me about this idol that you'd come into contact with? Maybe any distinguishing marks or features of it? Did it maybe look more bipedal like a man, or?
It looked like some figure stirring a pot. It was old, made out of some decaying clay. Most of the distinguishing features were worn from time. But all I know is I touched it, and now I'm screwed to be hungry.
That's very interesting. Let's see. I'm, with your permission, sir, may I cast a spell on you?
He looks
Simple.
to you with a worried expression.
Simple divination, information, if you will.
Well, I ain't paying for nothing.
That's fine. I have asked not for payment. It's more my own curiosity.
Sure.
I'm going to touch him and cast Identify.
Okay. So yeah, this is a curse of hunger, and it is what's the word? It's
The domain of the Hill Giant?
No. So it's a curse of hunger, and it is one of the daughters of Morgan, a witch, to be specific. So this is closer to a Fey curse than anything else.
Ah.
Which is very tricky to deal with.
Interesting. I'm gonna sit down with my food and start gently eating as I'm talking with him. What do you know of the Fae and the like of that?
They're assholes. You gotta leave a saucer of milk out for them, or else they'll vandalize your home. And something about needing to count grains of salt or sugar or something. That's about it.
Okay. It seems like, from my understanding, I could be wrong, of course, that the magic afflicting you seems to be Fey in nature. Like a powerful witch.
Okay. He looks at you with just a... He says that he understands. He does not understand.
Yeah. Have you heard the bedtime tale of the witch Baba Yaga?
No.
Oh. Long story short, a woman who spoke with Fae and took powers from them, and she writes curses and things like that. I don't think this is her work necessarily, but I was just going to say it seems like this is Fae in nature.
Okay.
Knowing what kind of curse you have is like knowing what kind of poison is in a drink. You can at least get the right kind of help if you know that much.
Gotcha.
So, if you remember nothing else, just know that this is probably Fae.
Gotcha. Well, I'll leave that to the experts when I get there. But I guess thanks.
Yes. My name is Madrash, and yours?
My name is Charles. He offers you a hand that is incredibly gross and grease covered.
I will use a sorcery point to subtle spell prestidigitation on his hand as I reach for it and shake his hand.
Even with the prestidigitation, his hand is still greasy and foul.
Oh.
It's part of the curse.
Yeah, I figured.
Yeah, he's just kind of fucking gross.
Then I will leave you to leave you to meet your own needs, sir. And then I'm gonna turn to the bartender and ask, if I need to speak with any other staff of the train, would you be the main one that I should speak to, or will there be individuals in other cars?
That'd probably be either myself or the game master in the game cart.
Okay.
Yeah. Otherwise, it would probably be the engineer, but he's busy driving the train right now.
Understood. Then I will seek him out when he has more time, because I believes I'm not sure exactly whose station it would be, but waiting until all would be available seems my best purview. Thank you so much. And I'm gonna take the rest of my food and just go sit with Jonah.
Okay. Alright. Is there anything anyone else would like to do? Any other interactions?
I would kind of like to side-eye Gleb and say, did you manage to find some more information from the laboratory?
No, nothing I haven't really told you yet. I don't think.
Okay.
I didn't really do much more digging after that day, so.
Alright. I have a weird question, and that might rely us needing to go to a private cart for this.
Okay.
Okay. This is gonna be so weird.
What did Madrash do?
Yeah, it's not something that Madrash did. It's just I don't know how to ask this of a person without oh gosh, I'm just gonna come out and say it. May I consume you?
That is a very
Uh,
odd thing to ask someone.
are you hungry? Do you need one of my little aetherberry things? She's muted. Please hold.
Yeah, my parents just kind of come in sometimes without like
Yep,
giving
as
me a
they do.
heads up. Sorry, what did I what did you say?
Asking if you were hungry and if you needed one of my little aetherberry things. We have food.
No, that's not what I'm asking. Just a small part of what you would consider yourself.
I don't know what that means.
Well, based on well, we were looking into I mean, Roberta Tonic seemed very a part of, your yourself. And I was wondering if, because they're a part of like medical potions and science and stuff, if maybe you have some sort of innate potion effect on your consumption.
I don't know.
I don't know
mean,
either.
I would prefer if people weren't just eating me all haphazardly. That seems like it'd be kind of dangerous, maybe.
I also agree, but I suppose it was a thought of maybe if we figured that out, we could possibly figure out a bit more about yourself. Maybe we can figure out what one of these experiments you might be. We figure out
Yeah.
what properties you are. But of course, you know, I am all for consent, and if you do not want to do that, then I am all for forgetting about it. But it is a possibility that you may have, and in which case you might need to be careful of what monsters possibly take a chomp out of you if you get into a fight.
I mean, whatever's up with me, I seem pretty stable, I guess. I don't know. Whenever I do my little aether detection thingy, I notice that I seem to glow a bit more than everybody else, except for when Madrash is casting spells. So
Mm-mm.
I guess I have more aether in me, but I don't know if that means much.
Right. Well, you can think about it. I just didn't want to ask in front of Madrash because I know he'll immediately be curious, and I don't know how much you're willing to talk to Red and Isabella about yourself. I mean, I haven't told them much either, so I wouldn't blame you.
I mean, I kind of feel like the majority of my the stuff I do comes from me. Like, I don't know if you've ever noticed whenever I heal anybody, I usually leave like a little bit of a residue behind. I
Mm-hmm.
think that's like part of me. Whenever I grow these berries, and I'm gonna hold out my hand, and 10 berries are going to literally form out of my hand. They kind of come from me. I don't know. It's weird. I move aether around and then condense it, and people can consume it. I don't know. I think it's got something to do with the Morin guy, more or less, but also the stuff in the lab. I don't know. It's all a mystery to me at this point.
Right. I suppose I'm just mainly wondering what of you is Morin and what of you is yourself.
I mean, all of me is me, but all of
Yes.
me is also Morin. I don't know.
Well, it's something to think about, but of course, no pressure. Um, but I guess since I am being so rude about asking if there's anything in particular you wanted to ask about me, you are free to do so.
I mean, I guess I am interested in why you cared or you know so much about the circle, but you haven't really talked too much about all that stuff.
Well, I mean, as stated, the more knowledge people know about, the more dangerous that everybody is. I
I mean,
wouldn't, for
you
sure.
already know literally everything about me, so if anybody's coming from Stonecraft, they're gonna be coming for you as well.
That's fair. Um, they. They took someone from me,
It's not very nice.
and I want to get them back.
Yeah, I don't blame you for that one.
But, I will probably explain more later tonight. If, or whenever people want to ask me about the circle, or maybe they won't ask me about that. Then I won't have to tell them everything, and that would be good. But you're right. With people being after me because of my knowledge, I believe it is only fair to allow everybody else the opportunity to weaponize that knowledge as well. Maybe it is finally time I tell everybody.
I mean, entirely up to you. I'll have your back either way, so I'm willing to help you as long as you're willing to help me.
Well, then it's a mutual agreement. Anyway, we probably don't want to keep them too long. Who knows what sort of weird thoughts will come into their heads.
Oh, I was gonna probably work on that potion stuff soon, probably.
Mm,
I don't really do for the mingling and the drinking. That's usually Madrash's thing.
both of them. I mean, who carries a personal flask with them and goes, "Hey, partner, give me a surprise"?
Yeah, that seems really risky to me. I don't know why he's okay with that. One of these times
I
it's
hope
gonna end up poorly.
one day it ends up being urine.
Oh,
But if you're
oh.
going to stick around in our private quarters, I'll probably do the same thing. Although, do you mind if I partake in one of your good berries?
Yeah, of course.
All right, thank you. I will pop one of those in my mouth, and I'm going to open the Book of Kaihana.
All right. So, Clarity, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw for me.
Oh no,
Oh,
you don't suck.
let's see. Wisdom saving throw.
Just succeed. Easy.
It was
Just
with advantage,
succeed.
right? Right?
Nope. Just a flat
Right?
roll. No.
You sure?
Yep.
Okay, but what if?
Nope.
Damn.
Thank you for your roll. All right.
You're welcome.
So, now that they're done, anybody else? Any other interactions you'd like to have?
Yeah, I was kind of just wondering, do I pick up anything odd around me while I'm just kind of here and like reading? I do have a passive perception of 19, so
Okay, so you have a passive perception of 19, so that would pick up a good majority of stuff. Let's see. Nothing there. Okay, you know something about that guy. I'll get to that in a second. Something there. Nothing there. Okay. So, you would notice every now and then when you lift your head up and look kind of past Madrash, the two other people in the dining
1 second.
cabin in your guys' like row of tables. The
He said 1 second. He stepped away, I think.
He took a step away.
Okay,
that-
I'm back. Sorry, my father is repeatedly calling to tell
Okay.
me things.
Are you here?
I am here for
Okay.
now,
I can
I
empathize.
suppose.
All right, let me get the ruler so I can just point. All right, so you know that these two people in your row of tables, you do notice a couple things about them. First, you notice that the elderly woman, aside from being dressed very flamboyantly and definitely to draw attention to her assets, she also has a fairly elaborate bracelet on that catches your eye because it doesn't match the rest of her outfit. Like everything has a kind of a theme to it, but that bracelet sticks out. In addition, the middle-aged man right here, you notice that there are some twigs in his hair. Kind of odd. and every now and then he'll like scratch his head, and you would think the twigs would fall out, but they don't. Which is a little odd.
All right. Would I be able to ascertain like the general worth of the bracelet, like how much it would cost? I do have proficiencies with jeweler's tools, so I was wondering if I like at least was like, it's pretty expensive, or like not too
what
much.
ability is insight connected to?
Wisdom.
Wisdom? Okay. Yeah, roll me a jeweler's kit with wisdom. I'd say, since you're proficient with it, add advantage.
All right. 25.
My God.
So, you're looking over the bracelet, and it doesn't seem to be made out of the most precious of metals. Like, it's made out of some semi-precious stuff. Mostly it looks to be, like, somewhere, like, some sort of, like, alloy of steel and silver. So, like, a low-end sterling silver bracelet with some inlays of what looks like platinum, but, like, really few inlays of that. And it's got, like, a singular garnet jewel that looks to be of medium value. It doesn't look all that great. However, as you are studying this, the inlays and the jewel aren't in what you would consider to be a typical fashion style for a bracelet of this size. It looks off. Are you perhaps proficient with Arcana?
I can be.
Okay. That's fair.
I can.
I can be. If I'm willing to take a moment to shift. Are we considered in a resting state right now?
I'd say yeah. Why? Is it something on
Could
a short,
I-
or is it a long rest activity?
It's on a short. It's on a short.
Okay, yeah, you can
my
definitely
Whispers
take
of the
a
Dead.
short rest to swap that ability then.
So I'm gonna like.
Because you guys are gonna be traveling for a while.
Yeah. So I guess Madrash sees me like lower my head, and I start mumbling to myself. Just like, yeah. Can I borrow? Yeah. Just tell me what you know. Tell me what you know. Yeah. Then he like twitches a little bit. His eyes roll back, and then he relaxes. And I'm trading my skill from history to Arcana.
Okay. Then make me an Arcana check.
All right. 23.
Yeah, so the inlay of platinum and the jewels specifically don't have any sort of like typical jeweler's design. If anything, it would probably make the bracelet less valuable, which is kind of an odd thing, and because it would make it more brittle. But as you're studying this, you just hear a ghostly whisper. Enchantment.
Thanks. Drash.
Yes.
That lady has a weird bracelet on.
All right.
I don't know. I just thought it was cool for conversational purposes. Yeah, she has like a magic bracelet.
Oh, that is interesting. Do you know what it does?
No, I have no fucking clue.
That's fair. Well. I could probably figure out what it does tomorrow. I unfortunately can only check a few times a day. Or check once a day.
Oh, no, that's fine. Don't you worry.
Well, actually, hold on. I actually need to check something. Oh, I'm sorry. I can identify it. Well, if we're at all curious, we could strike up a conversation. I could offer to identify it for her.
Doom,
I'm all yes.
did you not read Fey Touched thoroughly?
Yeah, I just double checked it. I can cast it once a day for free, but I can
And then
cast it with spell slots afterwards. Yeah.
Yeah. I was so
That's why I
confused why
corrected myself.
you're doing it weren't doing it more than once. And I was just like, bro, any of these where it's a feat that gives you a spell, usually you just a free and then you can shove slots into it to cast.
Usually. That's my thing. I wasn't sure.
Anywho.
Well, if you think you want to do that, you can do that. I want to see why this guy has so many twigs in his hair.
I'm always interested in individuals. You know, the do you remember that ravenous young man from the other cart?
Mm-hmm.
Turns out, he seems to be affected by, well, a fae of some sort. He touched an idol, and now he's cursed, and now he's absurdly hungry. Also, his skin is just obnoxiously greasy on contact.
It's real nasty.
Got like a hag's curse or something.
I assume it may be a hag or some other variation of Fey Witch of some sort, but yes, I have no idea. Though I've never seen such a colorful cast in first class.
It's definitely one of the trains of all time. That's for sure.
I must properly ask ask Clarity later if she can help me in casting her familiar spell, so that I can maybe see about making a pact with such a creature, because I've seen her cast spells to it, and if I had a friend to cast something like that through, then it would be a lot less awkward. Say if I had an owl or a raven, a dog, something, a cat, something that could make contact with people and or their objects and not look weird.
Is that thing magic can do? Is that
magic can do so much?
all right.
The horse that I have, I can talk to it, and I don't even need to speak in words to it. As long as it's within a mile of me, I can communicate with it telepathically.
Right.
Which is interesting. Magic can do a lot of things. By the way, Jonah, is there anyone that that you wish to contact? I ask because I've been able to reach out and send a message on behalf of Isabella, not only to their family, but also a friend of theirs. And I just would like to extend that courtesy, if possible.
I don't really have anyone to message.
All right, then. If that ever changes, please feel free to let me know.
Yeah, maybe Gleb or Clarity would want to talk to someone.
I still need to ask Clarity. I don't believe Gleb has anyone that he's too keen on contacting either. Do you think they'll let us practice off the back of the train? It looked like there was a platform back there.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna let us fire guns on the train. That would just make everyone freak out. It's one thing to have a gun; it's another thing to actually use it. Generally, people are pretty okay with you having a weapon. It's when you start
This is
pulling
this
the trigger.
is honestly, you make a fair point. I would just seek to see if we could get permission, and if not, then I won't push, of course.
Well,
I was just curious.
if you're interested, why don't you go and ask them? And if you do, I don't mind. I don't mind giving you some pointers.
I appreciate it. I'm waiting for the engineer because there is the barman, the game master, and the engineer who could possibly answer that quandary. And I believe the engineer would have the most liberal say in what happens over the course of the train. And if he is excited at all for how my rifle functions, then providing a demonstration while getting in some target practice may help both of us.
I'm gonna be honest with you, Madrash. If he is mechanically sound enough to do maintenance on engines, he probably understands how a gun works. At least at a level at which I can teach.
I know as much about guns as you do about magic.
Well, okay, imagine this, alright?
Alright.
A gun is a contraption of different parts, alright? I can tell you what parts do, and I can take it apart and put it together. Other than that, I have no knowledge of how the shit actually works.
That sounds exactly how I utilize magic.
Yeah. If you ask me how gunpowder is made, I will not be able to tell you.
I don't know what raw ether is made out of.
Well, there you go. With that said, I'm saying the engineer probably knows more about this stuff than I do.
Ah. That is fair. It would actually be quite funny if the engineer could give us both some pointers.
Maybe.
Not saying that you need any pointers. You have dead set aim, my friend.
I can be better. Can't be too full of myself. I got a ways to go. I'm no sharpshooter.
Do you have the feat out of curiosity?
I do not have the feat sharpshooter.
Correct, he's not a sharpshooter. Yet.
I'm glad somebody picked up on that.
Yeah,
I just wanted to check, because otherwise it would be like, no, but you are a sharpshooter. You have the feat. But you don't. Okay.
Also, I do have something up with my fairy's ire.
Oh, what's up?
My attack bonus is just 2, and then the damage is 2 plus 1.
Huh.
I don't know if we can look at that after the session. I just wanted to bring it up so I don't
Thank you for
forget.
bringing that up to me. I will fix that.
it might be using strength instead of dexterity.
Oh yeah, it's the fuck.
Ha!
It's very weird. Anyway.
Alright, then what's the word? Madrash is going to finish his drink And well, I
This is a
don't know what
test.
else to do. Generally, Clarity would yell at me for wanting to ask questions and or flirt with other passengers,
Okay.
so I think for the night I may be done for today.
Okay, so to Red, I think I fixed the pistol.
Yeah, you did. It's perfectly fine now.
All right, good.
Don't.
It doesn't have the gunpowder gloves bonus added to it, but
Oh,
we
that.
can
What
just do
was the
that
bonus
above
to
board.
that?
Yeah. 2.
2 to what?
We're good.
Damage?
Yeah, +2 to damage.
Okay, then I'll add that back.
Yeah. No rush. No rush. We can do it after.
And it's fast.
And
oh, shit, it is
also,
fast.
in your head, Jonah, Madrash will say, unless you've got a spectacularly fun and bad idea for me.
He like looks at you intently and like tilts his head towards you. Wait, no, I forgot. Never mind. I need to actually speak out loud to you. I have no idea what your capabilities are, so I cannot physically come up with something that you can do with your abilities. That said, I can come up with some bad ideas that use physical abilities. I don't think we should do them here.
So,
Agreed.
a little bit of information for Madrash.
Hmm.
The back of the wagon, the final cart, is actually designed for sporting. So that little thing sticking off the back of the cart is actually a rudimentary clay pigeon launcher.
Ha 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 ha.
So if you want to, you can practice your marksmanship. It is a thing because like shooting is shooting as a sport is considered like a gentleman's sport.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there are certain rules to be followed, but essentially, if you want to, you can get some time to shoot for the funsies. It is an option here.
Okay. All right. I don't have detect magic, so I can't just like wob 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 what's magic around us. So, I guess Madrash doesn't have anything he's like otherwise very invested in.
Okay.
So I guess he'll go to the gambling cart and start spending some time gambling while he waits for the engineer to be available, and then ask, "Hey, am I allowed to go into the back and then shoot from there? Oh, you have a clay pigeon launcher. How do I do that? Blah 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 blah."
So the person you would talk to that would be the game master.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, because he's the one in charge of entertainment.
This is very on point.
Yep.
All right.
Is there anybody else who would like to do any form of interaction?
I'd like to see if I can talk to this old lady over here.
Oh, her? Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just walk up. You know what? He's an honest man. He'll just walk up. Hello, ma'am. How are you today?
Hello. How can I be of assistance to you, young fellow?
Well, I'm traveling with a group group of compatriots, but they all have much more interesting things to do. And I'll just sit down next to her, just they all have things to do. So I was looking to see if anyone wanted to talk, and you seemed like a kind lady.
Oh, you're so sweet. Here, and she hands something to you, and it's it's a hard candy.
Oh, thank you. He'll put it in one of his pockets, and he'll definitely forget he has it.
Mm-hmm. What brings you on this this lovely train ride?
Ah, well, we're just traveling for work, actually.
Oh, are you a fancy businessman?
He looks down at himself. No.
Oh,
No.
then what business do you have, dearie?
Well, me and my friends, we procure objects for people, and just go on adventures at
Oh, are
the
you
behest
one
of
of those?
clients.
Are you one of those swimmers?
Yeah.
Oh my! I
Well,
have a grandson who tried to do that. He gave up on his first day, though.
I can see why. I wouldn't hold it
Yes.
against him. It's a very dangerous job.
Yes. He thought he could get rich quick on it, but unfortunately, it didn't go very well for him.
Why are you traveling?
Oh, I have some business as well that I'm attending to. Unfortunately, traveling is difficult with these old bones that I've got. So, I decided that I'd treat myself and get on the train one last time.
Well, it's never bad to treat yourself every once in a while. I'm talking to her. Can I give her a look over, see if she has any her portrait looks like some sort of fortune teller or something. Does she have any
It's the closest I could find to a grandma.
Yeah, I'm just giving her a look over, see if she has any magical stuff on
Okay.
her, or
Roll me a
if she looks like a
perception check.
spellcaster, pretty much.
Roll me a perception check if you would like.
Sure. 13.
Alright, 1 second. Let me check something.
I always roll so low on the stuff I have massive bonuses for, man.
It's fine. It happens. From what you can tell, she's her clothes looks to be thin, but many layers of thin clothing, so it looks both baggy but also weird because of the extra layers. It sits funny on her body, but it doesn't look uncomfortable. It's just a different style of clothing. She's got herself a little walking cane, and her head wrap is kind of an outdated style that would have been popular maybe 40 years ago or so. But yeah, I don't know the technical term, but in old movies, the aged actress who's past her time, stage actress, that's the kind of look. So the loose fitting clothes, the kind of turban style hat, kind of big hoop ring earrings.
Well, I wish you good luck on your trap.
Thank you. I'm hoping that that things will be successful for me this time.
Oh, successful? Do you travel for some sort of purpose?
Yes. I am traveling south in order to procure some items that I really need.
Oh, what kind of items? Don't tell me you're a diver too.
Oh, no. Just some things that I need for my children.
All right.
And my grandchildren. And my great-grandchildren. I have a
Wait.
large family. And
This is just
I do the best that I can to help them in their time of need.
Well, I wish you luck with that. And I hope they all make it out good.
I hope so too. It'll be nice to see them all again. And I hope that you do well on your travels as well. With your
Well, thank you.
swimmer adventure.
Yeah. He walks away before she could start talking about all of her great-grandchildren.
100% an old witch, an old hag.
Yeah.
She's absolutely a hag. Kill her now.
I'm gonna walk. Do we have all have a separate cabin, or is it like our group has a cabin?
Because it's 2D, the cabins, each one of these like cabins is like 3 beds.
Okay.
So you guys pretty much have like these 2 are your guys' room.
Okay, I'm gonna find the one with people in it because I know two of them are in the cabin. And I'm gonna try and like go in and drop off the candy because I just heard about like hag curses, and now I'm suspicious of candy.
If you would like, you may examine the candy.
I would like to examine the candy.
All right.
Am I paranoid?
You examine the candy, and from what
Wisdom saving throw.
from what you can tell, it seems to be mostly consistent of candied lemon and honey.
Mm.
It is literally a hard candy.
Oh. Okay. Well, I guess I'm just paranoid. All right. Sweet. Puts it away.
Yeah. Yeah, she's just a nice lady. God damn it, guys.
He's paranoid. Okay. He just got told that there was a guy in the exact same room as her that has a hag's curse.
No, these all people are like from all over the place, just on this train.
Yeah.
Most of them happen to be going to the same destination, which is why they're on this train.
Crazy.
It's almost like that's how that works. Anywho,
I guess I'll go into the other cabin. I'll have a lay down.
There we go. All right. Yeah. Anybody else, or are we ready to fast forward a bit?
I'm ready to fast forward. At least for now. I know Madras is thinking of the find familiar thing, right? Because we could find familiar, cast identify through it on the woman's bracelet, see what it is.
Also, yes, I will let you know it's 4 o'clock.
It is, yes.
Yes, we did start a little late, so we've got like a few more minutes to go. We'll be ending in less than 10 minutes. I am aware of that. We started a little late, we're running a little late. Just to kind of keep rounded time.
Understood.
So this guy is going to be...
I think Brian was trying to say something.
I was just saying that I'm all good to go too. Just craft some potions overnight.
All right.
I'm waiting for the scene where Gleb like suplexes the dude and then steals his food. Just like as a polar bear.
Anybody, I'm gonna suplex the old lady.
That works too.
Which one? There's like 3 of them.
All of them.
Yeah.
She's gonna grab all 3 and suplex them into the one big suplex sandwich.
Hey, it's the best things come in 3s. It's a whole coven. I told you. Oh man, it's a coven of hags.
Alright, so I'm just gonna put everyone in their rooms. Boop, boop,
We're gonna wake up. It's gonna be like Clue. Someone's dead.
Oh,
Like,
shit.
God, fucking damn it.
Yeah, I guess they'll have to be in that one.
I'm not
Because
good
there's-
at Clue.
Oh,
Same.
Some of them we're gonna have to share.
we can save it for next session, but I think I'm gonna do a seance. At some point.
Ooh, those are always fun. All right. And then Madrash, we'll start over here. Dead cabin. All right. So, you guys, after what feels like way too long before the sun starts to actually set, and you guys retire to your cabins for the night. Clarity.
Yes.
You have a strange dream.
Okay.
You dream of your brother.
Okay.
And let me just switch the music. There we go. You dream of your times when you were both young, playing and enjoying your lives. But in the middle of the dream, your brother stops and turns to you. Hey, sis,
What's wrong, Z?
are we doing the right thing?
What are you talking about?
I mean, this is the wrong music. Wrong music. I mean, what if we're not the good guys? What if... What if we're the ones that are bad, causing all these problems, like everyone says? Mom and Dad say that, you know, we're okay, we're not evil or cursed, but what if we are? As he shows you his scar, the same one that you have. What if this is not a blessing, but what if this is actually a curse?
Xorxius, remember what Mom said. Mom said we can't let anybody see it. I'll grab his cloak and I'll grab his clothes and I'll drag it down to cover it. Mom always told us we need to always be covered. And we're just kids.
Yeah, but
What?
What if we could be the good guys? What if we could do the right thing?
Brother, and what do you think the right thing is?
I don't know, but maybe they do. As you guys have been talking, you both have slowly been growing up to the last time you saw him, as he walks away from you and takes the hand of someone in a dark green cloak that has a steel gray embroidering around the neck that looks sort of like brambles. And then he turns back to
No.
you, and he is wearing the same cloak. What if we could make
No.
a difference?
No, don't go with them.
It's
It's my fault. I'm so sorry.
It's okay. Don't worry. Soon we'll be together.
Not with them. I can't. They're not the good guys. I know. I've studied. I've learned. Do not go with them, Zorxius. I will never forgive you.
You look up, and he is inches from your face. A look of stern, not hatred, but disappointment. It's okay. Soon I'll find you and I'll protect you. Just wait for me. As you guys all wake up to a blood-curdling scream. And that is where we're going to end today's session.
Yay!
Uh-oh.